But before I start giving my speech as a valedictorian for this year, I would like to give my warmest greetings and highest respect to Mr. Chu Hua Seng, Chairman of Raffles University. Also said Professor Craig Pritchard, our President of Raffles University. Also said Professor Dr. Tan Wee Chuan, Campus Dean. All the program directors, teachers, non-academic staff, Mr. Yong Wing Chang, my dad, my friends and family members, and all my fellow graduates. First of all, I am truly honored to be selected as a valedictorian for this year, and welcome to Raffles University's 6th convocation physically, finally, right? Okay, I mentioned to keep the word dream in mind because about 3 years ago, I was in this hall executing my duty as president of SRC. At one point, I was sitting at the back over there and listening to the valedictorian at that time giving his speech. And that's where I had my dream to be on this stage. And just look over the audience and find my family. Because I was so curious, like, how would they react to me? Like, will they be proud or will they, I don't know. I just so curious, like, how would they react? Okay, but that was just a dream back then, 3 years ago. I've never expected it to happen, but it did, and I'm beyond honored. The reason why I share this story is because I want to emphasize the word dream, specifically the word dream, not aim, nor goals. When I started my journey as a student in Raffles University, I kept 2 words in my mind, and that is experience and dream. If any one of you ever joined my small segment in every orientation for the new student, then you guys most probably have heard me preaching this word experience multiple times by now. But today, only for today, I'm going to share another word, which is dream, to all of you. And what it meant to me and how it shaped the way that I live my university life. I use the word dream instead of aim. It's because aim is very specific. And with specification, it comes with precise expectation, which is not exactly a bad thing. Like, for some people, it works. But for me, and maybe for you, it doesn't help at all. Because if you are like me, you will start to be pressured with expectations, and you will be very disappointed for failing. And with this, you will fall and drown in a dark place. This was me during my foundation year here in Raffles University. I kept a smile on my face, even though I was very much pressured. But then I changed my mindset and it set me free. If you guys are not catching up with me, this is just a matter of mindset. I use the word dream because it can help me to remove all toxic expectations from building up in me that may very much distract me from moving forward with my life. Back to the story that I shared, I have always dreamed to be on this stage, but I have never expected to be honored with the valedictorian. With that, I just go on with my life, do everything I could to bring blessing, benefits, and opportunity into my life. With that said, I am standing here right now, honored and blessed. And even so, if I was not selected as a valedictorian, I won't be shadowed with disappointment and regrets, thinking that I should have done better. So for my fellow graduates, if you guys have this toxic idea in your head, you have to scrap it off right now, as you have done your very best, all of you. We are here right now. We all have this same big dream, and that is to stand on this stage. And we did just now together. And I want to congratulate to all of the graduates here. And it is important to dream, sorry. Okay. Even though I use the word dream instead of aim, we still have to dream big. And know that it is safe to dream big. Because based on my mindset, it should not hurt you negatively afterward. It is important to dream big because I believe it is unlikely for a person to achieve higher than what they have dreamed for. And if they did not achieve their highest target, they will not be far gone behind. In other words, instead of targeting an A+, instead of getting an A+, you might still get a B+. But don't target for a B, but expect for an A. Through my own experience, dream big is the way to go. Speaking of experience, this is another word that have groomed me to be the person that I am today. When I stepped foot in Raffles University, the word experience popped up in my mind because I believe to grow, we must gain as much experience as we could. Here's a little backstory. When I was just a little kid, I suffered with childhood onset fluency disorder, which commonly known as speech stutter. And not only that, I am also dyslexic. Disclaimer, I was not diagnosed professionally, but both of my parents are teachers and they noticed that I have this disorder when I was younger. So ever since I was young, I was taught to try even when it felt scary. But because I tried and gained all these experiences, I am able to find a way to overcome it. And look at me now, standing here on this stage, giving speech with my own words. Okay. And there is actually a reason why I chose Raffles University. Generally, every university around Malaysia, they offered courses from all of the university are very specific and they strip off the flexibility for me to go to another route. But it really contradicts with my point of view, where I believe the broader the program is, the more experience to gain by one. This is not a fact, it is just a personal opinion. So living my life with my own mindset, I personally choose these two programs, Foundation in Liberal Arts and Bachelor degree in Multimedia Design with honors, because they lead me to a flexibility in choosing my future career. The society thinks that arts and design are just purely fine arts. But in reality, it is also business, management, technology, and hospitality. Okay, let's dive deep into the word experience. Academic is important, but extracurriculars are as important because it is where one can gain the most experience. As for me, I took part in some leadership roles, such as the president of the Student Representative Council and the Cultural and Art Committee of EduCity Student Senate. These are the two big roles that push me to a better version of myself as for today. All these experiences I've gained during my university years are something that I will treasure my whole life and will never regret it. So these two words are my mindset that helped me to get through my university life. And surely will continue throughout my life. I hope that my speech can inspire some of you and remember to dream big. And remember to dream big and always be starving for experiences. Someone once told me to not be curious who will be the valedictorian for this year, because it wouldn't be a design student, he said. Whether it is a design, business, psychology, or AI and robotic student in the future, I believe that we should always be curious and never remove this big dream from our life. Because look at me now, standing here, and I'm personally telling you to always dream big. Before I end my speech for today, I would like to thank my dad and my family for funding my study and support me from afar, because we are Sabahans, we are from Sabah. And I would also like to thank Raffles University for giving me such a great experience and honored me with the Valedictorian for this year. With that, I would like to sign off in my mother tongue, Kadazan. Okay, so let me start. This is in Kadazan. Kopi Bosian, Izo I Jedsel, Sunguhun Tanak Wagu, Mantat Iso Kakadazan Tonini Doit, Uwang Keningau Sabah. Nakaambit ijazah sarjana, Mantat Johor Baru. Nakaanu dogaa, Om Nopihi Sabagi do Valedictorian. Onsikal Zo Sabagi, do Tanak Pogun Sabah. So if I can do it, so can you. Thank you, everyone.